Let's go. Come on, 180.
Mike 54. Oh, get him, get him, get him.
Hey, ball.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Whiting.
Check, 45 to Mike.
Don't get nervous.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
So don't say nothing.
They'll run the end around with Moncrief. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Foles. Open here, Adam Thielen. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
2nd and 6 at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Tighten up, tighten up.
13. Shift. Watch the shift. Go.
Protein spill. Hey, exit.
Here's Foles. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
8 yards there on a first down.
Check, 53.
Yes.
Check pass.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
All day, baby, let's go. That's what I'm talking about, defense. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, defense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Turbo 64.
Now Foles.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
And the pressure gets to him again. Carl Nassib in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, sound one. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Buccaneers will take over at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Alert.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And complete to Zach Ertz. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
2nd and 11. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, here's Agnew. "35 yards on the return." Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On 2nd and 11 now. Foles flushed out right. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. He hits White, complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Watch twist.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On the carry, it's Cook. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
They go play action with Trubisky. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Here we go.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
After the penalty, it's Jones. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Caught by the tight end Ertz. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dion Lewis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away.
The Vikings take over.
Let's go, let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Right there, 54 Mike.
7-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On second and inches. Trubisky. Jones has it.
Come on, boy.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
Zach Ertz, his fourth touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away.
The Vikings take over.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, go. Sound go. Sound go.
From the 29, Foles. And this is Moncrief for the catch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Right here, right here.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And he's got Moncrief. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
Gain of 17 yards. First down, Vikings.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
What we got?
They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Wilson.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
At the 36-yard line.
Go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You got nothing.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, Keaton.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, let's get in them holes. Check.
Silence. Shoot.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Moncrief. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Easy.
45's the mic. Check. 45's the mic.
Come on, D. Here we go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Me and you all day.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A 39-yard decision.
The kick by Bryant is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
And 6 at the 31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Alert. Right there.
Throwing here, Trubisky.
Okay, just like that.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Check curls.
Red, up.
55.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Drew Kaiser now. He's been terrific so far. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football. If indeed
and he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go.
45 to Mike.
Here we go.
Watch left. Watch left.
Let's go, D.
45.
Foles. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
54 is Mike.
Now Trubisky on 1st down.
Let's go, D.
There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22. Trubisky now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Switch up. Switch up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Double up, double up, double up, double up. Blue, blue, blue.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go.
Trubisky will throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming. Lock in, lock in.
Trubisky to throw again.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burned the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Gay's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Foles. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Ricky. Slam.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Trubisky now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike 54. Exit.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Let's go. We got this.
Right there.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
I got you.
Yes. Let's go.
Now Foles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 48 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
What we got?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Kill. Turn up.
On 2nd and 10, Foles. That's complete to White. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll run for it with Cook. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They try again with Cook. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Bucs take over first.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Again, it's Jones.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Yeah, right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Check, check. Alert, 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 alert. Fresno.
They'll try and run forward Hill. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Tiger, Tiger. Let's go, hey.
On play action, they'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
13.
2nd and 10.
Watch the run.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
On the ball. On the ball. On the ball.
You got deep.
Under. You go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
I'm here all day. I got you, boy. I got
That's
you, boy.
going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Right there, 54 Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
They go play action. Trubisky. Ertz over the middle. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some...
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
53 is the mic. Check, 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 check.
To throw again on second down. Foles. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
One.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down.
Under.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Water.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Receiver. Here we go.
Foles.
Gotta do better.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Corner blitz by Josh Norman works like a charm. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out first and 10 at their own 42.
Here I come again.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Bucs on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 2. Campbell making the catch. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Alert.
Hey, watch that.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now this throw, it's complete. It's Moncrief with it. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running for it. Here's Cook. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 10-yard line.
Mike's by 4. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done, and the crowd stayed with it to some.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused.